Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Cali and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Cali's ability to understand and respond to some of her formal on-leash obedience commands and a little bit of intermediate starting to do a little bit of off-leash with Cali. She's a very sweet girl. She's very eager to please. We love her a lot. And so we're here to first introduce the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed. And honestly, with Cali, there is very little correction that is needed because she looks up at you, she pays attention, and all she wants is a good girl. She is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Cali, heel.
Cali, heel.
Now at this point, Cali has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when she's walking. Not forging ahead or lagging behind, but walking nicely next to your left leg, not passing you, so that you are always leading the walk, not her. And she can see your left leg. If you turn, she should turn. If you speed up or slow down, she should do the same. And when you stop, she should sit automatically without being told. So if you're walking on the street and you stop to talk to someone or you stop to cross traffic, she should be sitting nicely at your left and waiting for her next command. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Rich just let go of the end of his leash, just leaves it on the ground, and she's looking right at him. If she starts to get distracted, he'll repeat the command, and when he returns to her, he doesn't pick up the leash. He just returns all the way around back to her shoulders, and at this point he picks up his leash. She waits for her next command, and they will take off heeling again. And she's doing a great job. And if you want to make your walks more interesting and keep her focused, change direction, change pace, go from fast to slow, do right turns, left turns. And this keeps her focused on your left leg, because it gets boring after a while just heeling in a straight line. We're just going to leave her again in a sit-stay. She's anticipating. Now this time, instead of returning back to her, he holds on to his leash because he's going to demonstrate the come on command. He says, Cali, come. He encourages her. He lightens his tone of voice, and she comes right in and sits facing your knees. And that's teaching her when you're called or when someone comes to get praised, you have to sit. She's doing a great job. She is so sweet and so cute. And smart too, and eager to please, so it's a really good combination that you've got there.
Stay.
Rich leaves her again in a sit-stay and turns to face her. He backs all the way up to the end of his leash. The recall, you do use her name. Calls her right in front, and she comes and sits. And then she returns to heel. Very good. Very good girl. And she's getting verbal praise. She's not getting treats. We're not using any food. She's doing all of this on her own. And at this stage of the game, no corrections whatsoever. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So having her seated first, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. And Rich just left the leash without any excitement or, he just put the leash down and walked away from her. And believe me, she knows the other end of that leash is on the ground. When Rich returns back to her, he walks all the way around her just as he did on the sit-stay, returning back to her shoulders, and she held that command. And what you want to do is lengthen out the time that she can hold it and the distance. You're aiming for a 5-minute long down stay ultimately. And at the age that she is and her personality, I think you'll be able to get that in a month or so, a 5-minute long down stay. And you can practice indoors as well as outdoors. And I know you've done a lot of work with her. She's a lot of fun to work with. Rich is going to use her name in a happy voice, and he's going to call her out of that. Right into a sit. She's a dog that dog trainers dream about getting because she's so willing. We don't get many like her, and that's the truth. And the last command that we're going to demonstrate for you on the video is her down from a distance. So you're going to have her sit, and you're going to leave her in a stay.
Stay.
And you're going to turn to face her. This is the only time that you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and you drop her into a down from a distance. Now, Rich is going to bring home a packet of information for you to help you with the transition from her leaving school and going back home. She is a total love bug. We're going to miss her, and we've enjoyed every minute with her. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.